This is Tom. He has a fleet of vehicles that he has to manage. Beyond just tracking the physical assets, he is in constant need to communicate with the drivers of those vehicles. His business is dynamic and carries his equipment and his employees into the field every day. Changes in schedules, routes, and which customer is to be served next needs to be communicated throughout the day. He also needs to notify his drivers about things like traffic conditions and road work. Tom has a few choices when it comes to communicating. A common thought might be the cell phone. If all of his drivers have them, he can stay in touch and communicate in a way that is familiar to everyone. However, while the cell phone can communicate with Tom, it can also communicate with anyone in the world. It also does lots of other things not related to work, and the challenges of getting through to his driver at rush hour or during storms only adds to the cell phone dilemma. While the cell phone now represents potential loss of productivity as one problem, Tom also learned that 25% of automobile crashes are caused by driver distraction with cell phones. So safety, liability, and Department of Transportation compliance just add to the reasons that Tom wanted to stay away from cell phones. Fortunately, Tom found Mototrbo Connect Plus from Industrial Communications, who could help him with his fleet communication needs. They understood that Tom's communication needs are for his business and not for the personal use of employees. Mototrbo Connect Plus is a modern, two-way push-to-talk digital radio that provides Tom quick communication, greater control, amazing clarity, and at a rate that is cost-effective. With Mototrbo Connect Plus, Tom can talk to one, many, or all of his employees at one time. Tom really benefited by being able to establish talk groups so that he could talk to his entire delivery team at once and then immediately talk to the whole installation group, and they were always reachable. There was no such thing as someone being on the other line or getting dismissed to voicemail. When he is not talking, Tom can listen and monitor the work, progress, and challenges that his remote team might be facing. Tom can get ahead of challenges before they become problems. He could even take advantage of private messaging when voice communication was not an option. Tom asked around and found all sorts of fleet managers were communicating more effectively with their field employees. He also discovered the added benefit of integrated GPS. He could now communicate with the driver and know exactly where they are and where they had been. Tom discovered that he was right in line with a recent leading research firm report that said the average firms that successfully leveraged location data were driving up utilization rates and slashing operating costs. Tom saw the waste, liability, fines, and accidents going down, while his productivity, safety, and profits were going up. To learn more about how this can benefit you, give us a call or find us on the web. We look forward to serving you.